The Big Cook 2 was recently released in Costco stores across the country, and we're joined by two of the authors, Medicine Hat locals, Lorelei and Deanna. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so before we even talk about this book, which is full of delicious recipes and really family-friendly recipes, I want to know more about you two, because you guys are Medicine Hat moms. How did you get started in publishing recipe books?
Well, it was a survival method. Quite a number of years ago, we were having children. There was a lot of children between us, and we realized very quickly that we did not want to have the stress of making dinner every night when our kids were cranky and they had to get to hockey. So we decided to get together, make a day of it, come home with a lot of meals, and take the stress out of our life for the next number of weeks, and it turned into a number of months.
Okay, and so, I mean, when you set out on this project, did you think, I mean, the first book, this is a follow-up to The Big Cook, did you think that it was going to be an award winner or bestseller? Was that anything that had crossed your mind?
It was never a thought.
Yeah.
We started out thinking we'd do 100 copies for friends and relatives, hoping that they would take them, and it sold over 60,000 now, and it's just taken off like wildfire because it solves a problem. Nobody likes to figure out what to make for dinner every night, go shopping, get all the ingredients, and make it. This way you spend one day, and the next 3 or 4 months you have a huge variety of meals to serve to your family with no effort, and it saves a lot of money.
And really what you guys are doing is sort of solving the dinner dilemma, because it's more than just a recipe book. It's a sort of a concept. So can you tell us about that?
Well, what we do is, if you think about it, how you prepare a meal, it might take you 15 minutes to get out the ingredients, get them together, you know, put them in, get them started to cook. It only takes about 17 minutes to prepare 8 of the same thing. You've got everything out. Instead of measuring, say, 1 tablespoon, what you're going to do is you're going to measure half a cup. So you end up making things very quickly, and you'll notice in the book that they're all set up in columns, the recipes. Okay. That's what makes it kind of unique. It's not like another cookbook. It's a cooking concept with recipes supplied. Now you'll find over 130 recipes from beef, chicken, pork, vegetarian, and even seafood. And some of them have been supplied to us by other people across the country, other big cooks from our Facebook group that wanted to give us some recipes that worked, and they are delicious.
Wow.
It also works, you can use the recipes in all sorts of ways. Like today I'm going to do one later on, and I'm going to do enough meals so that my daughter takes one to university. I'll portion size smaller ones for my parents and then smaller ones for us. So you can do it by yourself, you can do it with friends, you can give it to your elderly grandparents, to your kids in university. How many university kids eat healthy? Mine do, because they go with a little university freezer, and they've got a healthy meal, so it's fantastic.
Yes, making dinner easy for everybody.
Absolutely. I'm a college prof at the Medicine Hat College, and in the morning, for me, making dinner is going to my freezer, deciding what I'm going to have, often just putting it in the slow cooker, pressing low, and off to work. That's my reality after preparing the 200 meals in a day. We each go home with about 50 meals. It lasts us for about 3 months at a time.
And that would be 25 different recipes.
Yeah.
Huge variety.
And you wonder why people don't do this more often, eh? Like it's just
and that's one of the reasons that the book has taken off. Is we see the need for eating healthy, and we hear about childhood obesity and nobody eating in the family dinner table anymore, you know, that type of thing. And so our book is addressing the idea that let's take back the dinner hour. Let's make it ourselves, eat healthy, proper portion sizes, lower fats, lower salts, and let's make ourselves healthy.
And no preservatives either.
Yes, which is perfect. Now, a lot of dinner ideas in here, and it's great that it's taking off because 60% of the proceeds go to different charities, right?
That's right. Water wells in Ethiopia, Lifeline Haiti for schools, orphanages in Cambodia, bridges in Africa, Afghanistan, houses for widows. It just goes on. We're sending medical teams to overseas, and that is what really makes the project exciting.
That's incredible. I'm so proud of you guys, just as local Southern Albertans. It's so cool to hear you guys are doing this. And like, with the flood happening here in Medicine Hat, also these recipes are being used here as well.
They are. There's a local church, Christ the King Church, that we have worked with them to prepare a big cook, and they have a lot of meals that they have prepared ahead of time, and people in need, they go and they receive some of these meals from the church that's working so hard to, you know, help the flood victims. So for us to see that in our local city is really a good feeling to know that other people are using this to bless others.
So if people want to pick up this book, which I recommend you do, they can pick it up at any Costco across the country. Is there a website they can go for more information as well? Or
Absolutely. It's called thebigcook.com. And yes, we are thrilled to have it in Costco.
It's a big deal for you. It's self-published, so this is a big deal for you guys.
It's very exciting. And the fact that we can share it with that many more people across the country, because we've seen how it can change lives. We've felt it. And part of our goal was to help other people feel that same success of, having that family meal prepared. So
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for filling us in. Again, it's called The Big Cook 2. You can pick it up at Costco. Thanks again, ladies.
Thank you very much.
thank you.